There we go. All right. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Hey, Pruitt here. Hope you're doing well. I'm unbelievable as always. It is Thursday, and it's time for another weekly hangout on air with the smartphone photographers community. This is, and somebody's chiming me like they want to join in.
Our new one dropped out.
She dropped out? Uh-oh. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is the weekly hangout on air where we get together and talk about different tips and tricks to make you a better smartphone photographer. Because believe it or not, your phone that you carry around in your pocket and probably have a huge case on it with a scratched up face and a scratched up lens can really take some nice shots. If you put a little bit of effort in it, you'd be surprised. And that's what we do here. We talk about all of those different tips and tricks, as well as hold a weekly challenge with the other community members, and just sort of try to boost each other along, and the challenge is always based on a particular theme or what have you, and it's just another way to learn the craft. Tonight we have two of our moderators in, and I just got an IM from a couple people that's wanting to get in, so I'm going to send them their invites as well so they can pop in late. Sorry for the late start, had some technical difficulties, but let's go ahead and start our intros. We'll start with my man Robert Knight popping in first. How you doing, brother?
Sorry, something is very weird.
And your band
my phone and computer, which this time.
Your bandwidth's going bad, Robert.
Oh God, yes. That's what it sounded like.
Hold on.
Okay. Holding on.
I love it. It's been a weird night for the Hangouts tonight. I had somebody I wanted to bring in that's new to the community, bring her in for her first Hangout, and it said that I blocked her. Google, I did not block her. Please fix that. Thank you. Next up, we'll go ahead and skip over to our other folks in here tonight. Let's go to Mr. Michael King. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. It's a little chilly tonight, today, but it was supposed to have nice warm weather for beginning of Galveston's Mardi Gras, which is this weekend.
Very nice. Very nice.
And we got two Robert Knights.
Yeah, he's definitely having some network problems tonight, but it's all good. He'll battle through it. Next up, my man Michael Portis. What's happening?
Hello. I cross my fingers. I'm not having any audio problems. In fact, my mic sounds luxurious tonight. So
for the moment, anyway.
For the moment, that's all. I'm crossing my eyes. Get some beer somewhere. Thanks for having me, as always.
Famous last words.
I know how. Then it crashes.
Now there's Robert. You sound better than what you were, but you don't sound good.
All right, that's because it's on my phone.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
For some reason, the call didn't come through on my computer. It decided to pop on my phone.
And there's our newbie.
All right.
Denisha's back also. Excellent.
And now we also have Miss Denisha back. I'm not sure what happened, why it popped you out. Maybe due to network connectivity, but it wasn't my fault, I promise. How you doing, Denisha?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
Give me just a moment. Let me see if I can.
Welcome to our humble little community of smartphone photographers. For those that are watching, she is one of our newest members here, and this is her first hangout on air with us. And I can't promise we're going to be gentle tonight, but we'll welcome her.
We'll welcome her the way we know how, not nicely.
Where you from, Denisha?
We'll be nice now and say, welcome
to her off.
Welcome to the group right now. We'll say very nice, but it's about to get real bloody real quick, so get your thick skin on, girl.
You're going to scare her off, Portis.
Get your thick skin on.
I can't hear you. Say that again.
Where are you from?
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, but I live in Maine.
You live in Maine?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. You up there in the 12 feet of snow.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Wow.
I don't want to tell her about our 80 degrees weather for this weekend in Houston.
Well, let's go ahead and we'll get into we'll go ahead and get into this week's challenge that was proposed last week. I'm going to do a screen share. Let me find it, first of all.
Uh-oh.
And
Could you
Robert
guys
Knight.
hear that?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Also, somehow or another, you removed Robert Knight, and he won't be able to come back in.
I think he did that himself. I didn't touch it.
Because it says Robert Knight has been removed from the conversation.
I didn't touch it.
Yeah, nobody touched it.
Okay, I just wanted to say, making sure, I said, Google's being Googled today.
If this hangout doesn't go long tonight, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's because Google's kicked everyone out.
I am currently sharing my screen. Do you guys see my screen okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, but you got to go to all photos.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, I gotta lock onto him so I can see everything.
Let's go ahead and talk about the challenge. Mr. Timothy McCusker won last week's challenge, so he was tasked with proposing a challenge for this week, and he themed it Through the Looking Glass. And he says that you can use mirrors or glass to produce a picture with unique perspective. And dadgummit, Robert, you're popping up in the video. Let's move that out of the way. Jeez.
No, you did not come back.
Jeez. All right. Sorry about that, Robert. I tried to invite you again, bro. Okay.
You think we need to start over again?
And Tim was saying use mirrors or use glass to try to produce some type of picture with some unique perspectives, which I thought was pretty clever. Probably too clever for somebody like me, but I like what he was trying to do here. Unfortunately, we only have about 7 shots shared this week. We didn't get a lot of participation. Sad trombone, that is. But we will go ahead and discuss what we did get.
That was a tough week.
Yeah, it was a pretty hard challenge for somebody like me anyway. Pretty hard challenge. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few of them. I'm going to start with this one here. This is from Terry Sutlick, and Terry is actually going to try to join us in a little while too, so he can be able to pop in and further discuss this shot. Let's see. This was taken with, I think he has a Nexus. Yeah, a Nexus 5. And for those of you that don't know Terry is also a big-time DSLR photographer. If you follow him on Google Plus or on his webpage, that man takes some amazing photos. Absolutely amazing.
Is that one a photo a day from of Maine or wherever it is where he lives? That's the one.
No. That's another member. That's Joe Kelly. That's Joe Kelly.
That's right. I remember seeing him. Yeah, he does. He's as good as he's almost as good as with the mobile phone as he is with a SLR. I mean, all the pictures he takes are just phenomenal.
Right. He's pretty daggum good. So what he did here is he took the challenge and used one of his DSLRs and pointed it towards one of his screens at work. As if you look at this thing a little closer, you can tell he's in an office because that's a office VoIP phone, and you can see the monitor there. And he just used the reflection off of the monitor to give it, like sort of a cool rainbow, almost like a Hoga effect, if you will. And I thought it was pretty clever. But unfortunately, it's not in good focus because you have this Canon logo that's sort of really grainy there,
Yeah, what it looks like he's trying to do is get the inside focused.
Yay,
right.
We got a pretty smile.
But
God, so sorry.
No problem.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. But yeah, I wish he was able to get a little more focus around the lens here. But I don't know if he would have been able to do that in this macro mode. Let's start with you, Mr. King. What are your thoughts on this shot?
One, I'm jealous.
Why are you jealous?
That is one about if I'm not mistaken, and he might correct me if I'm wrong, that's one of these $2,000 to $3,000, maybe $4,000 lenses. Because that looks like it's for a full frame, and I have one.
Nice.
But mine's not as good, not the better ones, but I like it. But I think the reason why you can't get the Canon in focus. If you notice, the other side is halfway in focus, but he's trying to get the picture in the middle to be focused.
Yeah.
So everything on the outside, everything besides it, out of that would not be in focus. But
So it's damn near impossible, in other words.
yeah, it could probably be done, but he's trying to get the inside where of his monitor in focus. But if you notice, the other side is a little more in the
right there is pretty clear. Well,
Yeah.
not pretty clear, but it's more clear than what this side is, because it's
Right.
still a little grainy when you look at it here.
Yeah.
Still right there anyway.
One thing he probably could have done is maybe a little better manual focusing and try to see if it like that. But I just kind of wonder if by shooting in that lens, if that's also going to reflect the light a little bit and cause the focus to go bananas.
Look at this ISO here. Look how high that is. So he really tried.
Yeah,
really tried.
He did a good job. It's just that it's really good. But if you notice also, if you look how it is, his phone, you see 2 dials on it.
Right.
So what it was trying to get that in focus and shooting through that big honking lens up front is just going to reflect the light a little too much, and that's probably about as good as you're going to get it. And now I imagine Sweeney, if he was here, he would tell you how to really do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak for Sweeney. Low density filter.
Low density.
Yeah, that would work. That would work. That would work. That definitely would work.
Why would that work, Portis? Why would the low density filter work?
I think it would take out some of the lower end of the light spectrum, because I mean, as long as you stay in focus, and Mike Sweeney, don't kill me for getting this wrong, please. But to me, if you keep the light but knock down the lumens, to talk technical about it, I think that's what he's fighting against. As far as the focus goes, he should have focused. Okay, first one, I don't like this photo. To be completely honest with you, I can't figure what the hell it is. If I could figure out what is in the center, is it the maybe it's a G, I think, or is it?
It looks like a screen. It looks like a screen.
It's a reflection of something on his screen. So I get that, but what is it? Is it the G in Google Plus? Is what I think it is.
It could very well be.
That's what I think it is after looking at logo types and stuff like that, I think. But it would not have bugged me if the front was, if he took the focus away from the back end and shifted it towards that Canon. If Canon was in focus and the far point was not, hey, that's depth of field. That looks great.
Okay. Yeah.
But depth of field doesn't work that well the other way for me.
Right, because especially shooting into a lens, and it's already concave as it is.
Yeah, you're going to have light bouncing everywhere to start with.
Right, right. And that low-density filter would have helped.
And then the other thing I'm almost willing to bet he didn't use as a tripod.
Right.
And so he's fighting himself, unless he's taking it, locking focus, which is one thing I would have done I would have put it on a tripod, locked focus and then shot it, from using the volume button thing.
Yeah.
I think Terry's ultimate enemy on this shot was his own hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, the Nexus 5 does not have image stabilization.
No, so it's going to really be all over the place.
And when you zoom in like that, it's going to be really hard. That's probably also why the Canon's out of focus too. He's fighting. He's fighting the shake, just the normal shaking of your hand. And 2, he's fighting the light, because you can see double images.
It's 3 or 4 back.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, either way though, this is a hard shot to catch.
It's very, very hard.
It's a hard shot to catch.
I give him credit for trying.
Pretty ballsy. Yeah, it's pretty ballsy.
Right, for trying. I would say he came close, but no cigar. He failed.
No cigar.
No cigar.
It's all right. All right, so let's move on and take a look at a few more here. We could probably look at just about all of these.
Yeah, because I just didn't have a chance to do it because I've been busy this week.
I think let's go with this one here from Mr. Tim McCusker, the previous winner. And again, his theme has to have Lego. That dude loved that Lego.
He's a Lego guy.
Bless you, Timothy. You all right with me, bro? You all right? But he's got his Lego pieces in here. I'm not sure if this is a mirror. It sort of looks like a mirror because of
it has to be
the stuff going on here. But I'm impressed with how the color of this thing is totally different versus what's here. I'm assuming he used some type of photo editor and did like a color splash or something like that. I think that's rather unique. If any gripe I was to have, it would be if he could have left this rounded piece in here, but maybe he couldn't have. But overall, well done, sir. Tone down the white here just a tad, but this is a very clever shot, and it does fit the theme through the looking glass, using glass or a mirror to create a unique shot. Well done, Timmy.
He got it.
Portis?
I like it.
What do you think, Portis?
Let me look at this one. I just added a photo. I like the Lego thing. What I like the most about this is how the Legos, the color change in the Legos. It's got kind of like a dual tone to it. It's clearly a white Lego and a blue Lego in there, so I'm interested in how he got that color swap. Yeah. It looks like I don't know how he did it.
He might have done something some kind of tone mapping and some kind of one of the editors.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
But I like the shot.
Yeah. And the fact that he was able to do something like this tone mapping and it doesn't look like a total mess. It's very well done. You know
what it looks like? He used like Lightroom or Photoshop or something like that has this healing deal and that kind of thing. And I think he just picked what he wanted to change the color to,
right.
Like that.
Right, like a replacement.
In fact, if you can hit the details and see what it says, because there might be some stuff in that. I don't know.
Well, he said he did it in Photoshop Touch. He did say he did it in Photoshop Touch.
Then he used. He used the tone mapping and some of the filters you can get, and he just told where he wanted the things to change and what to change it to.
It's good stuff.
He's good.
And then this is with the OnePlus, I believe. Yeah, he's using the popular OnePlus One Android phone. That's the $300 unlocked phone that you could get for most carriers.
It's become very popular now.
Very popular phone.
Yeah, he's done well. It's done well. All right, I want to jump over here let's look at Tony. I'm sorry. Tony has been a very interesting community contributor. Actually, we're going to look at some of her shots here in a little bit, and I wanted to ask y'all about them. But this one, I think she's got a Motorola Droid Max, I believe.
Some Motorola phone, according to the details.
Yeah, here is at least the Motorola.
It could be Moto X. Sometimes the Moto X will say that.
No, she's got I remember asking her. I think she's got the Droid Max. It's an older phone.
Oh yeah, X Plus. Yeah.
But she shot this through a window, and why won't my screen do right? There we go. That's better. All right. And she's battling a few things here. For me, she's battling that looks like a reflection there. Is that what that looks like to you guys, or is that outside?
Yeah, it's a reflection. It's a reflection from inside.
Okay, because I can deal with the reflection here because it's a little faint, but that right there is it. I don't know, that stuck out a little too much for me.
Oh yes.
But I like her effort in what she's doing with the process, and she's been playing a lot in Snapseed here recently, just dealing with the different filters and processing options. I mean, she's really been experimenting, and that's what it's about.
That's what we want to encourage that.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
And she might, that stairs reflection, she may have been wanting to get that reflection.
Mm-hmm.
It could be done on purpose, that she was actually trying to get it.
Wonder why. You know, that's
Well, you know,
why it sort of went my way.
when you think of looking the title, looking through the looking glass, it's
Mm-hmm.
generally a looking glass is generally something that reflects.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if that's the way I understand it, maybe that's what she's trying to do is to kind of, because it could have been easily taken out by moving over a little bit. She may very well have been trying to get the reflection of that stair.
Yep.
On purpose. She might very well have been.
Interesting. What are your thoughts, Mr. Portis?
Yeah, I think that when I think of Through the Looking Glass, I think of something a little bit more, a little differently. I think of distorted, kind of, bubbly, wavy, ripply kind of images, not sharp images. Through the Looking Glass is a Disney cartoon. Mickey Mouse goes through. I'm sure you guys know about it. But
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't.
Also, Alice
Wonderland. Alice is Wonderland. It's Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's kind of what I always think of when I think of Through the Looking Glass. This photo, I think it's a pretty photo. It's overprocessed for me. I don't.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of Snapseed. I'm not gonna even pull any punches. I think I agree with you guys. She's definitely fighting a couple shadows. The shadows are from inside of the building. Chances are it's there's stairs behind her. She's like in a cafe or something with some kind of second level scaffolding going down. But I mean, other than that, it's a pretty photo. I mean, in fact I think that the banner on the bottom, I don't think that's outside either. I think that's something from behind her. I think, honestly, the only thing in front of her is the tree, and that's it.
The building.
The tree and the window. I think the building, I think, is a reflection from behind her.
Interesting.
Just because of the way that the scaffolding kind of goes, I don't think it's a stairs going down, because you would see the reflection through the whole photo. It's a scaffolding going down to it's a stairs going down to a scaffolding. Where I honestly think it's behind her.
Yeah.
I think maybe the whole thing is a reflection.
Everything is a reflection except for the tree.
Except for the tree.
I think that's what she's trying to. I think that's what.
All right, I can dig that. I can dig that.
She just overprocessed it.
Yeah, if it was a little less processed, then maybe we would be able to
see it more clearly. Yeah.
But with that explanation, guys, that does make more sense to me. So, Tony, if you're watching this hangout, which I hope you do, give us a little feedback in the community on your thought process here. Please.
Let us know what was going on.
Please and thank you.
Since there's only just so many, let's just go through all of them.
Yeah,
and then go to the second place. Well, we already did McCluster's second place, and then
refresh them.
This was
okay.
Oh, that was his.
You can refresh, and then you can tear apart mine. Feel free.
Okay. Where's Portis?
Third one.
Right there. All right, through the look. Okay. Interesting.
That does kind of fit the bill. Hey, look who's come in.
So you can explain that shot to us. That's good.
Hey, Terry. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Good. Right now we're looking at Portis's shot that he decided to pop in here for the contest.
Not for the contest, for the criticism.
For the criticism. Well, where do I start?
Go ahead.
It doesn't grab me, number one. Next, this isn't a Michael Portis detail here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Michael Portis detail would have had that shifted over a little more.
Propped out. Now this is just I propped my, if I remember correctly, middle of a festival.
Yeah.
Propped my cup on top of a post office, a mailbox. Because they still have them in the city of Nevada. They have public mailboxes, the kind you put in.
Old school.
They still have those, yeah. And,
just like here in the South.
Exactly. And just propped it up. There, the pizzeria behind us that's a really good pizzeria. If you're ever in Nevada, go there.
Mm-hmm.
And just took a picture of a cup and the beer in it. I can't tell you what kind of beer it is. Something from Mulholland's, obviously, because of the cup. But this is the kind of the look through. To me, it spoke more of through the looking glass because it's a glass, obviously.
Uh-huh.
It has my favorite content in it, beer.
Of course.
And and it's a good example of the kind of through the looking glass distortion that I see when I see that theme.
You know, Portis, this is what I would have suggested. I mean, I know you distorted that, but I would.
No, actually, no, I didn't. That's all depth of field.
Depth of field, okay.
No, this is unprocessed. This is just straight shot.
You know what I would have done?
So I would have put.
I would have cropped.
Hold on, King. What I would suggest is put it in a Photoshop or a GIMP or what have you, and totally blur this out. I don't see the need for this here, or even if it was on that side. But looking through that glass and seeing it there, I think that's pretty damn cool.
Okay.
I would, you know, at the edge of the glass, I would have just cropped. On the very top of the glass, you just come straight down and cropped all that stuff from the other side out and just went right through the glass.
Yeah, even that. What are your thoughts?
Perfect.
What are your thoughts, Terry?
Well, what I'm not liking is the fact that I can't really see it very well. I jumped on my phone and my video froze.
Oh no!
oh, that's Google for us today. They're over 3.
Terry, it's been bad from the word go with this hangout tonight.
Oh man,
it's been nothing but glitches for everybody. I've booted out Robert some kind of way. Didn't even touch it, but it said he got ejected. We had one of our newest members trying to come in, and it said I had her blocked, even though she's in 2 of my circles.
Wow.
it's been good job, Google.
Yeah, I've got this
Google
lovely.
batting 1,000.
I've got this lovely picture of my face, which. You know,
okay, Terry, that's a stretch, brother.
Yeah, and it's like all distorted across my screen. It's wonderful. I actually think I'm gonna screenshot it.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Google. Hey Google, you hear us, Google? You're batting 1,000. Keep it up, Google.
Oh man, that's all right. Well, hopefully you sort of got the gist of what we were describing here.
Yeah, I can see the bar across the bottom of everybody. That's working fine. It's the main screen that's totally frozen.
Okay. Well, while we got you in here, let's jump back a second.
Yeah, let's look at his photo so you can explain what's going on.
Well, we were discussing your shot first in the hangout, and first off, we all agree that this is one pretty ambitious shot to try to get.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, because of you're dealing with a lot of different variables fighting against you, whether it's the lens itself on that camera, your body movement trying to hold steady, the focal points, the lighting. I mean, you had a lot against you, but tell us what you were aiming for when you took this, because we can tell that this is a computer monitor, but is there something on the monitor that you tried to display in particular, or just in general? Because Portis, I'm not going to say we, but Portis thought it looked like the G plus G, which we can sort of see right here.
It was.
It is.
I see thumbs up.
What it is.
I've got a dual monitor setup at work, and I had one of my screens had it's kind of that diagonal G plus logo.
Yep.
And it's more in a landscape orientation, and I had it full screen on one of my monitors.
Gotcha.
So then I propped up the camera at a bit of an angle, probably about a 30 or 40 degree angle, and then shot with my phone low into the lens at about a 90 degree angle with the monitor.
Oh my goodness.
So trying to pull it out, and I had to crop it some because I wasn't a big fan of. I had a really light spot for my cubicle wall.
Yeah.
On the right side of the lens, right near where it says USM. Okay. And I had to crop it in tighter than I really wanted to, just to get rid of that distracting coloration. I just didn't like it, but
Terry,
best I could come up with.
Nice.
Terry, what camera, what lens?
Oh, which camera am I? Was it the subject?
No, the Canon.
It's the Canon EOS Rebel T2i. It's the one I just picked up used.
Yeah, I hate you for that. Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, he paid for it, but he actually stole it when he paid for it. He got it dirt cheap.
Yeah, because I'm a
rascal.
You probably heard of mine, 5D Mark III.
I love that camera. That I want.
That's what I use.
Where'd you say you live again?
Yeah.
He's looking to steal another one.
Yeah, this one I couldn't.
Oh,
we lost him too.
No!
This
Google.
is killing me, dude. This is killing me.
Let him see if he can come back in.
Come back to me. Jeez Louise.
And I didn't do anything. I can't kick anybody. Here he is.
I'm saying.
No, I just invited
That's him inviting him back.
Oh boy.
I'll just pour another one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Jeez.
I was gonna say, my house was. I was gonna tell him, my house is protected by Mr. Beretta and Mr. Colt.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
While you're at it, refresh that one. I tossed a second photo in there after we're done with that one. We can pick apart.
But Terry, you had a good idea. That the whole idea was pretty good.
Very ambitious. You didn't use a tripod, did you?
I'm sorry?
You didn't use a tripod, did you?
No, I didn't use a tripod. That was handheld with my phone, yeah.
Yeah, and the other question is, what camera app did you use?
I used the stock Google the Google camera.
Does it have a lock focus on it?
It does not. No, I take that back. I thought about using that at first, and I ended up using manual camera, the one that uses the Google API, and I did lock focus.
Okay. Did you lock focus on the back part of the camera where the .6V is, or did you lock it closer to where do you remember where you locked focus on?
I was trying to get the G Plus logo in as much focus as possible.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's where you lock focus on.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's why Canon is out of focus.
Okay, so then it is what I was thinking.
Yeah. Pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
I give you credit for having balls.
Yeah, I tell you, it was ambitious. That is because you're fighting so many things. You're fighting the curvature of that lens, and one of the things if you let's play this back that we were talking about may have helped you is using a neutral density filter. That may have helped you a little bit.
Portis?
Yeah.
Portis?
Or even sorry.
No, go ahead, Terry.
I was going to say, or if I had put a UV haze filter over the top of it, it would have flattened it out.
Right.
Could have done it too.
Yep.
Portis,
this is your shot, bro. This is your shot, Portis.
This is
another fail.
No, I
like it. I like it.
No, if anything, give it some more saturation to really give us some of that blue.
Yeah, no edits on this one either.
That's the shot right there.
That's the one.
That's a good one.
I mean, the subject is the bottle. We have just a little bit of mystery with the sky and everything, the beach in the background being blurred out just enough. Give that thing a little more saturation for that deep blue sky and a little bit of contrast so those clouds will come out. That's the one, dude. That's it. Beer and beach. You know what I mean?
That was the point right there. I have an easy theme: alcohol and good times.
That a boy. That a boy. What do you guys think, Terry? Can you see it?
I only see a cropped version of it, but I do like it. I can see the blue sky, I see the bottle real close. I do like the competition of the overall look, but it's not super clear for me.
All right, King, thoughts?
Wrong beer.
I
know. No, I like the idea. It says it all. It just somehow or another it says Portis all over it.
That's the good and the bad.
The good and the bad.
And the ugly. Forgot about that one.
Lots of ugly.
All right. So now let's take a look at this one here. This is another one that got a lot of votes. He got 6 votes. This is from another one of our newer community members. Hopefully I don't screw up his name, but this looks like Luke for bizarre. Luke, I'm sorry for butchering your last
I would have
name.
just stuck with Luke.
Yeah, Luke. Okay, so Luke used what did he use? Looks like one of the
HTC what?
HTC.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the M8. That's what we'll assume it is. Yep, there it is, HTC M8. No further details. Just summer chilling out. I thought it was a clever shot with the sunglasses there.
I like that one. Yeah,
I
that is
do
a
too.
really cool shot.
I voted for it, so I think I did.
I
Do you
like
guys-
the texture in the pants.
Yep.
Is what
Reflection.
makes the reflection, and then the texture in the pants, and then seeing the fact that not only do you have the reflection, but you can still see the texture of the pants through the glasses.
Through the glasses.
That's what I think is really
exactly. Right
Yep.
there. That's deep.
And then it had that depth of field.
Yep. And it blurred out as it went on back. Very, very good. Personally, I like the idea of this lens being cut off.
Yes.
For this particular shot. I guess it's because it's such a relaxed shot, quote unquote, anyway. But yeah,
I tell you, I like the, as you said, as everybody says, I love the reflection. I love you can still see through the pants on the other side, and the depth of field, the whole thing. It's again, it did hit the through the looking glass.
Now, what makes me more curious about this is again an HTC camera. He's outside in sunshine. And and he was able to pull off a nice shot, because we all know that too much sun with those cameras don't work so well.
Not a good thing.
Unless he has a way of unless there's some new apps that Google has that will dial down everything. But I think the M8 has a better camera than the original.
All right, I am noticing something here. Just saw that. Wonder what that is. Looks like a little artifact, almost like it was stitched there.
Yeah, there's probably a little artifact. Again, it's
okay though. It'll work.
I think a lot of it. Again, a lot of it is, again, the HTC One. Even though the M8 has a better camera, it's still not one of the better Android cameras.
Of course, right.
I tell you, the ones that are the better ones are the Nexus 6 or the 5, whatever the newest Nexus is.
Yeah.
The Galaxy and the OnePlus One.
Yeah, OnePlus has done well.
You know what? I don't think that's a stitch. What I think that is he added the depth of field in post processing.
Gotcha.
He could have.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because the line is just too
rigid.
Precise.
Yeah, it is rigid.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
very
it
rigid.
squares off right there.
It is. That is the addition.
And I see Terry dropped out again.
It's all right, Terry. Come on back. I'll send you another invite. All right, so let's check out another shot here while I invite Terry. And actually, it's time for the winning shot.
Yeah, it's the winning shot.
Wait a minute. We got one more. I don't want to forget Chris Seam, my man over.
Yeah.
Chris Seam is up in Washington. I think he's out near Spokane, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So I like him. I thought this is a cool shot. Why? Because of that right there.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can you see
what?
it? The line right here.
The line?
Yeah, you got the power line, which is normally pretty taut, but you got a rock that distorted it just enough, and then it went back to taut. I thought that was pretty clever.
It was neat. I liked it, but again, it's just using water as the reflection. I wouldn't call that looking through a looking glass, but it does have the reflection, which is nice. And you're right. I do like that. I do like the way that power line is, and then that rock just throws everything off.
I'm gonna disagree with you here. You said it's through water and not necessarily through glass. Water can be clear, right? And you can see through water.
Yeah.
And I clearly see through the water right there onto the street.
Yeah, you can see the water, and then you do see the reflection like a mirror. Yeah.
So I mean,
because water does reflect.
I think you pulled it off. I didn't vote for it earlier, but yeah.
I like it. I voted for it. I liked it.
Yeah. Anything you guys would have done differently?
Maybe show a little bit of the actual object. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know, but the proportions are beautiful. I think that's what much.
He hit that part right.
The proportions in the crop, the dimensions of this photo are just phenomenal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's just phenomenal.
I can't think of anything I would have done differently. I wonder what it would have looked like with just a touch of I think it's called a grunge filter.
I think that would torn it up a little bit.
Just not a heavy, but just a little touch of it.
I think you might be right, but I think even a touch may have ruined it.
Okay. Because that color makes me think of grunge. Yeah,
I think it says it enough. You can't add grunge on top of grunge.
Right. I think it would have ruined it.
Okay.
Because that becomes muddy.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Fair enough. Good points. Good shot, Chris. Good shot. All right. Now we'll go to the winner. And holy crap, this is a freaking cool photo.
Yes.
No, there's something he could have. There's something that bugs me about this shot.
No, all right. Well,
Portis, go.
Go ahead, Portis. Go ahead. Just tear it up. Why don't you?
Get your hand out of there, for Christ's sake. Use the auto snap. It's such a cool photo, and then his hand is in the middle of it.
I think the hand
makes the shot.
No, I don't like the hand at all. The hand distracts for me. I like the extra reflection of it.
Gosh.
But if you look, hear me out. If you remove the hand from it, you have a much cleaner, all the way around shot. It's a picture of a smartphone taking a picture, which is friggin' awesome.
That is cool, but that's something else Apple would have done. That would have been too clean. No,
it wouldn't be clean because the lines in the reflective area break up the shot incredibly well. I mean,
that hand's what made it.
I think the hand is what
I don't like the hand.
Well, you've been outvoted 2-1.
And the Apple, I don't like the hand. But other than that, this is a friggin' cool shot.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I said, "Oh, that is cool," and I do like the hands, the reflection of the hands everywhere. Because if you look, there's a hand on the top and the bottom, right side, left side, and there are 200 hands, 200 this. If you would left just a phone by itself, it'd been blah.
I think had it been just a phone on its own, it would have been just a clever product placement shot.
Right.
But I think adding the hand into it gives it a little more character and almost a little more life, as in saying, give me this phone. I want this phone. Let me grab it.
Now, if Tim McGusker had taken this shot, what he would have done is he would have put the phone exactly where it's at, taken his hand out, used the auto exposure, and had a little Lego guy pointing out.
And had a Lego,
Lego guy.
That would have worked.
Again,
that would have worked.
But that's adding. But see, Portis, you're just proving my point. He's adding another element to it, to where it's not just a phone.
Right. Because if it's just a phone, it'd been.
I could see.
It's a phone.
I could see that, but it would have also added with just the phone. It would have added another repeating surface area.
Yeah. Now, if he would have put something like the Lego, or if he didn't use the hand, if he would have put something in there that also added something that would cause all the same kind of reflections, that's one thing. But because if it was just the phone itself, I don't think so.
Because what the hand cuts out is the reflection behind the actual device.
Yeah. A little bit of curiosity back there, but
it's the door frame.
But it's just enough curiosity.
It's a door frame, and I bet you that's his couch.
Yeah, it sort of looks like it, doesn't it?
Door frame, a couch, and then there's a painting on the wall.
Painting above, right there. I got to tell you, Stephen, I love your photo, but I'm going to give you one more challenge, Stephen. I know you have access to Lego because I've seen some of your Lego photographs. Try
do it again with a Lego.
Try to replicate this shot and put a Lego figure in there.
Put a couple of them in there. One on one side.
have it just peeking out the side as if he's taking a picture of himself.
Okay. Let's not pay Forrest any attention. Lego's better.
Use the timer.
Very, very nice shot, my man. Stephen Dainty, you are the winner. And the crowd goes, wow. So, with that said, you are on the clock, my man, to give us a new challenge for the community. And if you need any help getting that squared away, just ping me or any of the other moderators, and we'll get this thing set up for you. All right? All right, folks, that is all of the shots from the challenge. Gentlemen, is there anything you guys wanted to discuss before I jump on the one thing that I had wanted to look at earlier?
No, I think that's
one thing I would like to discuss, but I'm going to have to wait until this spring until it comes out is photos, because there's some stuff I just can't talk about. There's a lot of complaints
in other words,
about
you didn't want to discuss anything.
Right. I just want to. This is a preview.
That's the Texas. That's the Texas way of saying I don't got nothing to talk about.
I'm just saying it's a preview. Once it comes out this spring, I got some nitpicking.
All right, I'm going to pull up another screen sharing option here. Right, so let me pull this tab to there and move these chat windows out of the way.
You know, you ought to start showing. You know what we need to do sometimes? Our new members kind of show after they're at the end, show off some of their stuff, even if they're not here. Just kind of let everybody know what everybody's doing.
Go through the community.
And share
Some
the
of the
screen.
newbies.
You guys see my screen okay now?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to give a shout out to Miss Toni Creason. I'm hoping I'm saying her last name correctly. Yep, she's using the Droid Max, as I thought. She's been pretty active here this week with some of her shots, and I've noticed a couple things. Number one, there's been a lot of green in her photos, which I thought was interesting, because she's up in Wisconsin, and there's nothing but snow going on up there. But I got another explanation from her. She told me these were some older photos. But not only that, she's been having fun with different apps such as Paper Camera. What do you guys think about using apps like Paper Camera? You know, is it something you would use from an artistic standpoint? Do you like these types of photos, or is it too much? You know this one here is.
What was that one on iOS that Mike? That was just everybody that freak was using it. It's that watermark. What was that watercolor one?
Watercolor.
Watercolor, yeah, watercolor.
Sweetie used to use that a lot back in the days.
Everybody was doing all of their photos in that. God darn.
Yeah. So you got tired of seeing that kind of stuff?
I'm over it. You know, I think there's an art to using it.
Yeah.
But you can overdo it.
Don't every single one of your photos. It kind of gets old. I looked at Tony's photos. I like that there's some like that. And then she uses another kind of filter on another one. She's clearly trying to
experiment,
test all of the filters out there. It's kind of neat to watch.
Yep. Let me see. Here's another one here, and that's the same app in conjunction with Snapseed. She's been getting a lot of practice with Snapseed recently too. Same thing, Paper Camera.
But yeah, look at the next one with those plants. Now that was the regular. That one, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Simply HDR and Paper Camera. I mean, she's really experimenting here.
Now, I kind of like, again, if you don't overdo it, something like that's not bad.
Yeah.
Again, experiment.
I could see a shot like this as a wall print myself.
Right.
Yes, that's what. No, it looks like an oil painting.
Yeah. That's good stuff, Tony. And why am I still getting IMs? I'm sorry, folks.
No problem. But no, I like that. Again, especially if you use some of these apps like watercolor and stuff like that, if you can use it in conjunction with something else and kind of, muffle it a little bit, it's great.
Well, what it becomes is when you're doing it is you're creating a style for yourself. And I don't mind somebody creating a style for themselves. If that's their thing, that's what they use to process. It's like it becomes I use Snapseed to edit my photos. You know, it becomes one of those things for me. That's what they do. That's what they enjoy. So I can't fault anybody for using the tools.
No.
As long as it's not Photoshop on a desktop, we're good.
I use Photoshop on the desktop.
Well, no, not when we're doing mobile photography. It's mobile.
Yeah, with mobile, I do it everything.
Yeah, we've heard his argument. Jeez.
This is all I have. I don't even have it. I don't even use it. I got rid of my iPad.
Yeah, we were having that discussion last night. Sarah wanted me to be completely honest. She was upset that I stopped sending her energy on a game she plays. And I looked at her and said, you know, the problem is I don't use my iPad anymore.
And because of that, I'm not going to edit photos on this phone. I'm going to edit them on my iMac, my 5K iMac, where I can really see what I'm doing. Yeah. And then I'll send them back to the phone using the
like AirDrop or something.
The AirDrop, and I don't go through any. I just go from do it, send it back, and put it back in photos, and then up it up.
Don't get me wrong. For a Mac user, I really understand handoff. You just kind of
handoff user.
I'm in something on my phone. Notability is one I love. I'm in Notability. Toss it to my computer. Toss it back to whatever device. I toss it from one room to the other. Mm-hmm. I get it.
Yeah.
It's.
You have the accessibility.
The accessibility, but for the pureness of the art, do it on your phone. Suffer a little bit, and you know, for those photos that you want to make a print out of and things like that, do those ones. But keep your mobile photography pure, people.
I've been having a little fun with Snapseed and the HDR-scape. Filter that it has in it. It's got like 4 different versions of it in there because honestly, I've had some bad experiences with it and I've had some good experiences with it. So it's been fun to sort of experiment. And this is a shot of my hard head. And what I'm finding with my camera and my own personal experiences, that HDR-scape option works best outside. Because I think you're able to bring out a lot more of the greenery of nature and so forth, and especially the sky. I mean, I was even able to capture the golf ball that he hit right here. You know, I didn't see that when it was the original version of this shot, and then I did it again this morning because I'm supporting another follower with this Love Thyself challenge or something like that.
Oh yes.
And I shot this of me, and then I did the same thing with the shot of me, put it through that HDR-scape just to see what the difference is. And I like this photo, but
it's not bad.
But I think nature looks better in that particular filter, you know. But again, everybody, it all comes down to just
if you have enough light, that's the key. If you have something that's well lit, that app will work good.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just curious to get you guys' thoughts on
I like both of those.
On what Tony has been doing, and you know, not necessarily picking on Tony. It's just I noticed it. I was like, man, she's digging into this stuff. You know, she's spending a lot of time.
As I said, maybe one thing we might do at the end of each hangout is just any of the newbies, as we like to call them.
Yeah.
To kind of show them off a little bit and talk about some of their photos.
Well, I will pick on Miss Denisha. She was in here earlier. How about that?
Okay.
This is one of my favorite shots from her because she just thinks she's in Maine, dude. She's in Maine. I don't know if I can be this happy with all of that snow. I mean, she looks happy. You know,
some people like snow.
Yeah, I can't be that.
See how sunny it is?
But I thought this was a very, very nice shot. Catching her in flight. There's no blur. So that shutter was really daggum quick. Let's see if we could see. Oh, you don't see it on there. Dang.
Sometimes, depending on how you edit it.
Depending on the editor, right?
Some of the editors even on the iPhone will take away a lot of the metadata.
Let me see here. She had another one. This one here. This one's pretty too. This one's pretty too. Goodness.
It just says cold too.
I like how she says she's dreaming of winter. I don't think you need to dream. You're in it now.
You're in it, yeah.
That clearly says winter.
Open your eyes, you there.
But yeah, that's a very, very pretty shot there.
Oh
very
yeah,
shot.
She's really good.
What is she shooting with? Oh, she's using an LG. Okay.
Ah.
I wonder if it's the G2 or the G3. The G2's been pretty good. I give it some credit too.
In fact, it's whatever probably what she was on when she was in our hangout.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Very nice. All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and call this a hangout. I thank you folks for hanging in there with us, man, because this was a mess. And I'm gonna allow the both of you to give your salutations and let everybody know where they can find you on the internet as well as your content. You know, you guys take a lot of photos and you do a good job. So share and let people know where they can see your other work. Start with you, Mr. King.
Well, I can be found at Flickr everywhere, Michael King 4023, and I can be found this weekend in Galveston for Mardi Gras, and then the following weekend I'm going to the Big Easy to the real Mardi Gras.
But of
and
course.
I'm not taking my camera. I'm going to take is my iPhone because I'm not going, especially in New Orleans. I'm not going to walk around. Let's put it this way, like Charles Boulevard and all that stuff, and with a
DSLR.
Right. St. Charles.
Yeah.
With a SLR because it'll get stolen in no time, and I'm going to have the iPhone taped to my hand so no one can grab it.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Goodness, man. Thank you for coming out, brother, and again, appreciate the patience.
It's always fun.
Through all of the
and way to go, Google. Thank you very much for your screw-ups tonight, Google.
Watch him get booted out now.
Get booted out. There he goes.
All right, next up, my man Michael Portis. Where can we find you online as well as your content, bro?
You can find me on blackautomac.com, and I started taping something the other day.
Okay.
I am a member of Great American Clubs is what it's called. Clubs of America.
Clubs of America.
Clubs of America. And so I have started a beer drinking video series. For Christmas, Sarah got me a subscription to the Great American Clubs of America's beer club. So I have a box of beer that shows up on my doorstep every week.
You said that last week, man, and I really would like to join up on that.
We got our version of Mary Jo Foley from when she does the beer pick of the week on Windows Weekly.
So check out blackautomac.com. The videos I picked one yesterday, so I'm gonna edit it up, and then we have 3 different beers from 3 different breweries this month. So we'll be doing that and taking pictures while we drink. It's gonna be fun.
Man after my own heart. Cheers to you as I emptied mine.
Cheers to you. Exactly. So find that on blackautomac.com. Festival season is coming up, so I'm excited to get back out there on the road, and I'll be out taking a bunch of pictures again here pretty soon. So looking forward to it.
I have a question for you. What have you replaced Macworld with, or iWorld?
I have not. What we're doing this year is I was invited to a conference in June that I'm going to try to work into my schedule. I would love somebody to give me a suggestion. It doesn't necessarily have to be Mac related, but anything out there, have time, will travel.
Okay.
Yeah, because so far I haven't seen any replacements since.
They're not going to bring it back. They're not.
Right. Because Macworld was done by Macworld Magazine, and it's gone except for online stuff.
Only. Now, Mac IT, for people who are interested, is still going on. Still the same dates. Beginning of, I think it's coming up, March. Mac IT is going on, so if you guys are interested, please look it up. That conference is going still at the same location as far as I know. Things like that, but I don't know. My kids want to go to stupid not Comic-Con, VidCon, where all the YouTubers hang out.
Oh, VidCon. Oh
VidCon.
my. Yeah, that's where kids want to go.
My kids want to go to VidCon, but I don't know if I can do it. If I some of them YouTubers, I'm just
But in the Mac universe right now, our big thing is now, of course, in June, WWDC.
WWDC.
And then, of course, the special event, but you got to be pressed to get into those for the all the special announcements that come in the fall. But that's the big things, WWDC.
Yeah. Other than that, I will probably go to WD, depending on this conference that I've been invited to, whether or not I'm able to get the time off. Not to say how old we are, but we have 20th anniversaries for high school reunions this year to attend to, so we'll be all over the place.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're getting kind of up there.
My 20th high school reunion was many moons ago.
20 years ago.
Basically, yeah, or more.
More than 20 years for Michael King, but yeah. The whole point is, we will definitely be traveling and taking lots of photos. So 2015 is going to be fun for us.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Spring High School, class of 74. University of Texas, class of 79.
Yep.
You graduated from college the year after
I went to college. I went to college, and we had this when I graduated. Right, the year I graduated, we had this running back that he was okay.
Oh gosh.
Earl Campbell.
Anyway.
Okay, wait. Since he said that, you see, gentlemen, you see what I am wearing?
Sean Alexander, yes.
Just saying, still go Hawks. We love our team.
I represent the world champion.
We are not out of the depression yet. We are feeling the Seahawks depression still in our home.
Both of y'all
we still go Hawks.
And there you go.
That's all right. I'm still wearing the t-shirt I just had on in the gym.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is Brewski's jersey.
All right, folks. Thank you again, Mr. Portis. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right. Lastly, myself, I am Ant Pruitt. You can find me here on the Google Plus under Ant Pruitt, of course. And you can also find me on Twitter, searching for the same name, or using the Ant_Pruitt Twitter handle. But I've been doing more writing and more videos here, about like Mr. Portis there. What's funny, Portis, is I actually thought about doing a beer thing here and there myself, not all the time, but just every now and then, because I love microbrews too. But that's what's up, man. I wish you well on that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
But yeah, I'm on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Ant Pruitt. You can go there and check out the channel. That's where these particular hangout on air. That's where they're housed. And I'll make a little playlist for you if you want to go in there and just watch these videos only and not necessarily look at all my other gibberish and stuff that I got out there with my kids and stuff. But yeah, just follow me there. Follow me on Google Plus and Twitter. Be sure to check out our websites. We have 2 websites, folks. One is called smartphone-photographers.com. We'll have the videos of this hangout embedded there, and you'll get a lot of different things to discuss the tips and tricks, just like these videos. That site is more so about a how-to and some recognition here and there. The other website, which is probably the one that you will end up going to, is called amazingphonephotos.com. This is just a gallery of amazing phone photos. You go to that website, boom, you'll see a beautiful image. You can click on it if you want, or you can wait until the next one scrolls through. Another beautiful image, all taken by smartphones. And if you have some of your favorite pictures on your smartphone and you're curious to submit them, just email them to photos@amazingphonephotos.com, and we'll take a look. But thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to the people that have been popping in and viewing us, even with all our technical difficulties tonight. Thank you to the community members, and welcome to all of our new ones. We look forward to working with you folks in there and learning some things from you, as well as you learning some things from us, because that's what this community is all about. Thank you to my folks in social media for all of their support too. Appreciate y'all always +1ing and liking and sharing and all of that good stuff. I really appreciate that. Check us out next week here on Thursday at about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 9:30 p.m. at the latest, depending on whatever happens from a tech standpoint. And if you're interested in joining our smartphone photographers community, be sure to hit me up or any one of these guys here in the hangout to request an invite, and you will go through a semi-background check. We will take a look at your profile to see if you fit, basically. We don't want spammers. We don't want people that's just going to pop in pictures and leave. And, you know, this is a community to learn and to grow in the craft of smartphone photography. You know what I mean? So let us know if you're interested. Until then, we will see you guys next week. Thank you again for watching. Y'all take care. Peace out.